Today is Monday, the 6th of March, and this is from the South. Leaders of Latin American countries allied with Venezuela through the regional social, political, and economic organization ALBA arrived in Caracas on Sunday. The leaders met at the Miraflores Palace to pay tribute to former Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez on the 4th anniversary of his death. The summit will take place until March 15th and will feature over 200 international guests. Still on the topic of the ALBA summit, Cuban President Raul Castro harshly criticized U.S. President Donald Trump's immigration, trade, and other policies on Sunday. Castro termed his trade policies egotistical and his plan to build a wall along the Mexican border irrational. The White House said last month it was in the middle of a full review of all U.S. policies toward Cuba. Thousands of Argentine teachers have kicked off a 48-hour national strike that postponed the scheduled beginning of classes in the country. Public and private unions marched in Buenos Aires, striking after failing to reach salary agreements. Teachers are demanding that wage hikes compensate for purchasing power lost in 2016 when inflation totaled around 40%. Thousands of female FARC members are preparing to lay down their guns and return to civilian life after more than half a century of conflicts in Colombia. The FARC's disarmament is due to be completed by May under a peace deal with the Colombian government. Some women are planning to stick with the FARC in its new manifestation as a political party, while others want to study or return to their families. A Catalan rights activist organized a dramatic demonstration in Mexico City to highlight the unsolved disappearance of the 43 missing Ayotzinapa students. Jill Love had 43 people dressed as traditional Mexican lloronas, or weeping women, and hold candles with photographs of each of the missing students. Love said the students are representative of the lack of human rights and dignity that many suffer. The 43 teaching students went missing in Iguala in 2014. United States officials have explained the details of the new revisions to President Trump's executive order on immigration. Most notably, Iraq has been removed from the list of countries targeted in the travel ban. A 90-day travel ban remains for citizens of 6 Muslim-majority nations: Iran, Libya, Syria, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. According to White House spokeswoman Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the new order would take effect on March 16th. European Union states have agreed to open a small command center to run military training missions abroad. The Brussels-based command will be run by some 30 people when it is launched in the next few weeks. The EU is seeking to match its economic might with an ability to deter militant threats. Hundreds of people have left Mosul as US-backed Iraqi forces continue their push on the Islamic State group held part of the old city center. The pace of displacement has accelerated in recent days as fighting approached the most densely populated parts of western Mosul.
Palestinians in the Gaza Strip yearn for durable solutions for the ongoing power crisis in the coastal territory. Lengthy power cuts have made people's life unbearable. In recent weeks, thousands of people have staged spontaneous demonstrations after Gazan homes were barely left with 3 to 4 hours of power a day. The protesters accused the power company of messing with the lives of citizens and of its inability to administrate the crisis. Meanwhile, the power schedule saw a slight improvement after Qatar agreed to pay $12 million for Gaza fuel. Turkey has also pledged to send 15 tons of fuel in an effort to end the continuous power shortages.
The provision of basic services, including power, maintains a liberal and honorable life for citizens. The ongoing power crisis in the Gaza Strip violates their rights to enjoy a liberal and honorable life. The power crisis in Gaza affects the daily lives of citizens, including patients, the elderly, and people with disabilities.
According to the power company, Gaza requires around 450 to 600 megawatts of power per day. However, the demand for electricity spikes during cold winters, leading to acute shortages. The Gaza Strip receives power from Egypt, Israel, and a local power plant, but the power station has been subjected to extreme damage due to repeated Israeli airstrikes and currently operates at less than half of its capacity. Hamas-Fatah movements have traded accusations over causes of the power crisis. Political analysts say that the electricity crisis in Gaza is the outcome of a set of complexities, including internal division and the Israeli occupation. Noor Hawazin, teleSUR TV, Gaza.
The Portela Samba School became the 2017 Rio Carnival champion, nabbing the crown for the 22nd time. However, the school's president called for a sound assessment of the recent accidents tarnishing this year's carnival. Over 32 people were injured in 2 separate accidents. More on these and other stories on our website, telesurtv.net/English.